Dude, I didn't look at you. I looked at you in the camera, and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's go, it's time." That scared the. Did you see me pause for a second because I looked in the camera? Is that recording me right now? Oh, that was good. You got me.
What's your favorite scary movie?
You don't do the voice. What's your favorite scary movie?
Hold on, ready? Ask me who I am.
Who are you? I saw the glasses.
Oh. That's too bad.
I forgot my glasses.
You can go get them.
I can go get them. Should I go get them?
You can if you want.
What else is going
on? Is there any... Someone asked me this today. It was like, oh, you gonna go see any movies? And I was like, I don't think like anything good's coming out anymore.
I haven't looked in a little bit.
And he was like, oh, Mario comes out in 8 days.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Really?
Dude, I don't want to hear fucking Chris Pratt's voice being Mario.
I think it'd be good.
He doesn't do like an accent. Like, I want to hear like, it's me, Mario. You know what I mean? Like...
Well, maybe you should have done it. Jeez, man.
That was pretty good, right?
I guess.
But, like, I want to hear that shit, not fucking Star-Lord.
I think he's not bad. I like it.
It's just his voice. It's not doing anything special.
I don't know.
Did you hear it? It's like,
yeah.
Let's go.
How'd you hear it? I thought you didn't watch trailers.
Because that came out, like, 2 years ago.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. That trailer came out so long ago.
No.
And I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see it.
Oh, well, all right.
Don't give a fuck.
We were seeing Creed and that trailer came on and Maddie looks at it and then was like, do we have to go see that? And I was like, I'll explain it to you later. And she was like, what? Why? I was like, cause it's like a thing. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like,
if you see it, it has to be in theaters. I'm not going to watch it at home.
No. Well, it was like, I want to because like Graham loved Mario and like, for me, when I was growing up, we'd go and play it on her because she'd have all the games. And I was like, yeah, so it's kind of like a sentimental thing. And she was like, oh. And I was like, yeah, don't you feel like an asshole now, huh?
No, that's a dumb, like...
No.
No, that movie's going to suck ass.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be actually really good.
Only reason I would honestly...
All of it looks really good. Who?
Charlie Day's in it.
I don't think it's going to be that much, but like Jack Black seems really good.
Well, Jack Black's a very good, like, just... emotional and voice, like he projects himself very well. Do you see he was in Concord a few months back?
Yeah. Someone some kid was just walking by and was like, "Are you Jack Black?" Like,
yeah.
Want to take a photo? Yeah.
What's your favorite Jack Black movie? There's only one answer to this.
Well, I'm trying to think of something outside of that because that's everyone's.
School of Rock.
Yeah.
Gulliver Travels. That's pretty good. What's the wrestling one? Macho or
Nacho Libre?
Yeah, that's good. But I don't think you can, like, School of Rock is iconic.
Kung Fu Panda's a big one on his resume.
I didn't even
but like that to me still doesn't.
If you're not hardcore.
Shallow Hal's pretty good.
I haven't seen that. I would love to see Jack Black, like, you know how we were talking about Steve Carell playing serious roles? I would love to see Jack Black play, like, a father. I think he would do very good as well.
Yeah, like a struggling father.
And that's that Beautiful Boy movie I was talking about a few episodes ago, where Steve Carell really shows emotion. He does, like, when Steve Carell does it, it's like an adult that doesn't know how to express emotion, which is, like, great. And I think, Jack Black would do a very similar thing where, like, he's fine and then just becomes unhinged for 12 seconds and then he's normal again.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage apparently is really good. But I don't know anything about it, so I ended up forgetting about it. So, when I was putting in Jack Black when I wanted to see his stuff, it for whatever reason showed up with Nicolas Cage.
He does stand up too, right?
Who?
Jack Black.
Yeah, well, I think he does more, like, music than anything.
Yeah. Like, did you, I'm just going off topic. Did you watch, the Sandler Mark Twain thing? Adam Sandler won the Mark Twain Award for comedy.
Okay.
You didn't see that?
I mean, I think I saw an award, but I didn't
Very prestigious.
pay attention to it.
Yeah, so all the guys went up and gave a speech, like Schneider and Drew Barrymore and Jennifer. Are you gonna watch it right now?
No.
You should put. There's one really funny one. Schneider sings his whole thing. Like he wrote a song and everything.
What is this? For what?
Mark Twain Award. It was very good. Chris Rock, so Rock. Who was the other guy who did more of a? Ben Stiller, Schneider, who's Joe Dirt, fucking yeah. So that's Drew Barrymore and Jennifer Aniston. If you go right, that's Ben Stiller's. So they all presented like something about him, like how they met him and like all that. Who had a really good one? Chris Rock had a good one.
So what were you talking about? You just wanted to...
So, Buscemi, he had a good one too. But so, when we were talking about how Jack Black does music, I was thinking about how a couple of these guys sang a song instead of talking about Sandler. So, put on Rocks. Rocks was funny. He talks about like meeting him at the club and everything.
Also, the only guy that knows how I felt, all right? Just me and you, Paul. Just
guy from Manchester, baby.
You, babe.
Boy from Manchester.
All right, so I met Sandler. Here's a weird thing. I went to school in the 70s. I was 1972. I was bused to school, right? And I was like the only black kid in my school. I was only me and two other black girls. It was just us in Brooklyn. And, it wasn't Selma, but...
That's a cool show.
But it was
if
like
that's
Boston.
Adam Sandler?
Okay?
That's who it is. That's cool.
It's like Boston, right? Now, how many times do you think a kid asked me to hang out at his house? Once. Once in like 16 years. David Moskowitz.
Did you watch his set on
Jews.
Netflix too?
Nice people.
Most of it.
Nice people. So I met Sandler at the comic strip. Here's the thing about the comic strip. I started before Sandler. And it takes about 2 years to get a weekend spot. So I used to stack chairs and mop floors and I do my little spots and at very late. And it took forever. It took me 2 years to get a weekend spot at the comic strip. One year, I'm gone for about 10 days. Eddie Murphy saw me at the club, flew me to LA. I'm gone for 2 weeks, right? I come back on a Saturday night, and who do I see on stage? Adam Sandler. I'd never seen him before in my life. And we're like kind of the same age, and he's on a weekend, and I'm like, who the is this guy? That he gets a weekend spot so fast, right? So I was supposed to hate him. And I'm watching him, and he does this joke about Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain once scored 100 points in a game. And Sandler does this joke. He goes, here's my impression of the coach of the other team. Who's got Wilt? So I'm watching, it's like the funniest joke in the world. I'm laughing so hard. And I was like, God damn it, this guy's good. And right away, all that jealousy and hate and whatever, it just like washed away. It was just like, okay. And he comes off stage, we meet, it's the first time we met, then he watches my set, and I did okay. And then the greatest thing in the world, to the guy who no one wanted to play with, Adam goes, hey, we're going over to my dorm, you wanna hang? And he's been letting me hang ever since. And I love the guy, because he Jews, gotta love it.
Well, like, that's the perfect amount of like funny and sentimental where it's like...
That's my guy. He's been my guy. I've known this guy
Schneider,
for 30 years.
Was,
and,
song, there was a lot of jokes in it, like,
your kids are here. The Oscars are, they're assholes. And if they don't want to give my man his props, we will tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest of all time, Mr. Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy for like his career, because like I hate that I didn't get to see like him just like as a comedian. Like for me, I just know him more as like the movie guy. But like it's so cool. He just makes his shit what he wants with who he wants.
And that's the thing
It
is, like,
seems so cool to just be in that friend group that they have.
But, like, nobody's more, like, Adam Sandler's the guy. Like, I don't think, I also obviously have favorite Sandler movies, but there's not a movie I look at where I'm like, that's unwatchable.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, a lot of people hated Jack and Jill. But, like, there's some really good
It's not,
shit
like,
in there.
far off from some of his other stuff.
No.
It's just...
It's that same
It
brand.
was put out last in a train of, like, movies where they were just like,
They were
here,
home
Adam,
runs
here's a paycheck, do another movie.
Yeah.
Here, Adam, here's a paycheck, do another movie.
Mm-hmm. And then I know he didn't write Uncut Gems, but, like, he absolutely murdered that movie. Like,
Yeah.
I don't... He is going to be... Like, he's one of those guys where he's going to die, and I'm going to probably take a day off. Like, you know, we were talking about the Kobe thing. Like,
Sure, yeah.
if you take a day off...
Yeah, for a guy you don't know,
like,
you're a real pussy boy.
Pussy boy.
Yeah.
But like, I think for people in New Hampshire, too, because nobody...
Yeah, Hield's a special... And that's what makes me curious, like, is it allegiance because he's, like, a hometown guy?
Mm-hmm.
Or, like...
But I think
I know everyone knows him, but, like, I wonder if it's, like people from Texas are like, yo, Adam Sandler's, like, a top-tier GOAT guy.
Yeah.
But...
And it's even funnier because he's not, like, a Patriots fan, Red Sox fan. Like, he's in New York.
He's just, like, a sports guy.
Yeah, like,
in general, he's a sports guy.
But, man, you can't say anything bad about Adam Sandler.
I mean, you could, but...
What could you say?
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure people who know him could.
Yeah.
Could probably... Like, my favorite movie of his is Funny People.
Yeah.
It's not the funniest movie. It's not... Even compared for, like, Uncut Gems, it's not, like, his best acting on, like, a serious emotional level. Because he killed it on that more. But, like, that one seemed more, like, from the heart. Because it really is. It seems like it's literally just him. The whole movie was just created on his life. Yeah.
I would love to see him make a doc. Or not a doc, but like a...
Something
about him.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be
where
cool.
it's like a... Like, I could definitely see that being like a Netflix, like, 8-episode thing where it's like...
Oh, they will. They got him signed up for, like, tons of stuff.
Yeah.
They'll do it at some point as, like, a... But it all depends, like, do you give him those flowers while he's here or not? Because he's also, like, a guy who wouldn't, like, love that. Like him
I bet
watching,
that was hard for him.
But but that's what I mean though. Like he's not a guy who really shows those emotions like that out there.
Yeah, like, but I think he really has that New England mentality too, where he's gonna grind his ass. You know what I mean? And he's not gonna expect anything.
Well, that's why people are like annoyed because he's not in the headlines for anything other than like working. He does comedy. He does movies.
Well, I think that's the thing is like he's a dad too. Like I think that's obviously I don't know him, but like just looking at him like that looks like the priority to him, which it should like for anyone it should be, right? And he's also the guy that will wear a blue pair of And One shorts.
Yeah. His whole
slides.
thing is like he's a dude who didn't change with fame.
Yeah, and man, I just wish like.
He's
a guy I would love to talk to.
It'll be funny to see what his legacy is for like different people because like you know obviously like right now the best like comparison is like for basketball like people who are like in their 50s right now are just like Larry Bird, like these guys, Wilt, whatever are the GOATs. Then the next one is Jordan, like Jordan's the guy, and then this generation I mean is a little more fluctuated, but like for the most part people go, oh, LeBron. So like each kind of generation has their own, Where like for comedy, like and just movies in general, like Adam Sandler's a big one. But what will his like view be? Where like Robin Williams was kind of the same thing. Like he was a big figurehead in comedy as a comedian, but like I mean for me, like once I kind of grew up, it was the same thing. I saw him in movies first, so that was my thought. Is like, oh, he's a comedic actor. Where I see Robin Williams, that's my first thought because that was my first induction into him. So how many people are just going to be like, oh, Adam Sandler, that actor who's in a tons of comedies?
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
know?
I think that's no comedians have done as many good movies as Sandler.
Yeah.
I would say probably as many movies, especially in such a time frame where like when did his first like good movie come out? Like like early 90s, 94 maybe,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's 2020, and he's still releasing Netflix movies. Like
Mm-hmm.
Hubie Halloween was pretty good. Hubie Dooby Doo.
Yeah.
You can't hate Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
There's nothing about him.
It would be fun to do the what's it called? The like 90 degrees or whatever it's called, where you see like what person came off of that. Because how we did with like Dr. Dre, where it was like, oh, Dre found Snoop and then like Eminem, so it became like this olive branch of what he did. It would be really fun to see that in like, obviously he didn't help find these people and he didn't create them, but like
He's giving them a platform.
no one can say like Chris Rock,
like they let
Kevin
him hang,
James,
you know
all
what I mean?
these guys, like they benefited from Adam Sandler's success. In no way is it like a knock on their success and like, but like they wouldn't be where they were without him.
Yeah.
And then like the people you don't even know about that, like, because that's kind of who Adam Sandler seems like. Seems like a guy who's like gonna help you, but it like no one's gonna know about it.
Well, I think the big thing is Adam Sandler looks at Spade, Schneider, Rock, James, Farley, all those guys that were in his crew, Buscemi. Not just because he thought they were good, but because for one, he likes those guys.
Yeah.
Those are his boys. And two, he's probably their biggest fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he looks
Oh,
at them
yeah.
and he's like, these are the most talented motherfuckers ever. Because he's that guy that doesn't get his flowers.
Yeah.
He gives other people flowers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the biggest thing, where he's like so humble, where he's like, these guys, without these guys, I'm not shit.
Yeah.
Because really, like, imagine
It
a
does.
Sandler
It
movie
does
without those
affect.
guys.
It does like impact his movies a bunch. When
they-
you look at
yeah.
his, because like they just know how to go off of each other and all that. So
they have such chemistry.
yeah.
Have you seen the thing about Grown Ups
No.
with Kevin James and Chris Farley?
Mm-mm.
So Grown Ups was originally supposed to come out in the the mid 90s, and it was canceled because Farley died.
Yep.
Farley was supposed to play Kevin James' character, and the whole preface was they were coming back from college, and then they were going to play that basketball game, do all that funny stuff, but then it changed up
To adults and
yeah. And I love that. And it's funny because that's probably my favorite Kevin James movie, like that he's been in. Maybe Here Comes the Boom is close there. I wonder what that would have looked like with Chris Farley. That dynamic would have been insane. Chris Farley, Spade, Schneider, Sandler, Rock.
it would have been.
In the 90s, boy, that movie would have been killer.
Yeah, it's that's one of those questions where it's like where would comedy be? Where would movies be? Because like that was a guy. Like where would SNL be?
Oh, SNL would be way bigger right now.
I mean, I don't know. I think is a massive impact.
Well, I think
on it.
Farley was SNL. You know what I mean? Like, I think he embodied everything.
I don't think he was it. I just think like because he's obviously part of that group, and like anytime I think of SNL, like not
think
that I
Farley.
never was like a religious watch SNL guy, but anytime I think of SNL, like all the skits I think of are from
Yeah.
that group and those guys.
I think of immediately Farley clips, like the Down by the River. And what's the other, where he's like babysitting. But I would love. Oh wait, Have you seen the Adam Sandler song about Chris Farley that he sang at the memorial?
Mm-mm.
That's really good. Where he talks about like, oh, this is my best friend. Like you left us too early, and it's like, you know, Adam Sandler will do a few chords and you'll say a line, and then a few chords say a line, and it's really sad 'cause you see how emotional he gets. Because like, I think if Farley was alive, I think that Adam Sandler's career would have been way different too, because I think there would have been a lot more bass with Farley.
Yeah, there would have been a lot of, not competition.
No, I think it would have been a duo. I think it would have been all the same Adam Sandler movies, but they would have been.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I don't mean like competition in the aspect of like, it'd be like who are you with, you know? It would be. It
would be like Swayman and Olmark.
I don't know who that is.
Like, it would be like. Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, just like a duo.
Splitting snaps, giving a hug after the game.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know, that's a list of people you could throw out, like Sam Kinison. Like that's a guy who knows where he could have gone if he was able, like, cleaned up his life. But I don't know. That's who's the other one? He put an arrow in John Travolta's door.
No idea. Wanna what I think would have made. So you know, people say like Jack and Jill, that Sandler movie. They say it's like his worst one, whatever. Imagine changing the idea of that movie, where Adam Sandler is the brother and Chris Farley's his sister.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking like. I still like that movie. But that would have been prime time, dude.
Yeah, but by the time that movie came out, he wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure that's
Freddie Prinze.
I'm sure Sandler has just a book of ideas that he's had since the 90s, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I'm sure there's killers in that movie or in that book that would have been bigger than any of his other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like Jack and Jill, if that was put out in the 90s, would have been a completely different, you know what I mean? Completely different standard.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. I want to see this trailer because I genuinely have no idea what this is.
This looks terrible. I saw this.
What's the worry here, Nick? You've lost some of your talent as an actor?
No. I don't fuck with Nicolas Cage.
What did he say?
He says he loves you, but he went in a different direction.
I'm done. I'm quitting acting.
Ah, man, I'm driving through the hills. I'm sorry. One more time.
We got another offer. It's $1 million. It's to attend a wealthy gentleman's birthday party.
The guy that owns this house, what's his name?
Javi. Mr. Cage.
Excuse me, is Javi going to want me to, you know?
I'm not sure I understand.
Look, if Javi...
I am Javi.
Nick Cage. God, this place is stunning. What is your favorite movie? That's one of those questions that's impossible to answer. You can't just limit it to one.
Imagine me new, I do.
Is it too much? Is this supposed to be me? It's grotesque. I'll give you 20,000 for it. A cliff? We could have died!
That dude.
I'm in position.
I think that's the actor Nick Cage.
Nick Cage? I love
the
you.
Bad guy.
Have you seen Croods 2?
I'm 44 years old. Why would I see Croods 2? I've seen Face Off and Con Air.
What do you guys want?
We're with Central Intelligence. Do you know who you're spending time with? One of the most ruthless men on the face of this planet. I need you to help the U.S. government. Find a way into that room, Nick.
I can see myself doing more of this stuff. I think I might have a real gift for it.
Good, because we got another mission for you.
No.
Your friend is working for the U.S. government.
Don't lie to me. Are those my golden guns?
They're my golden guns.
I don't want to kill you.
You're the last person I want to kill.
I love you. I love you.
I'm Nick Friggin! Whoa, Cage!
Yeah, I mean, I respect that he just kind of like is putting out stuff he wants to put out.
I mean,
like just a massive flex on him being like, I'm amazing. But
I mean, I don't think he's that good. But I think Sandler's better.
Who?
Sandler. Sandler could do that.
I don't think he would do that.
I don't think he would either, but he would do it better.
But,
Live and Die.
And see how like Keanu Reeves, like I don't get the obsession.
I haven't watched any of the John Wick films. I'm not a huge action movie guy.
I haven't either. Well, they're I don't know.
Like I think it's I don't think you can write a good action movie anymore because it's all been done. Like Fast and Furious, no more racing movies. That's a hot take.
Or like heist stuff. We were talking about heist movies today. I was talking about like
Town.
Like
Baby Driver.
Like
That's
Den
good.
of Thieves and the show Money Heist. That was really good.
You've seen Baby Driver, right?
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
Want to know what I like? Taken.
That's
good. That's good.
No,
I will find you. I will kill you.
Boy, what
That's
a bummer. Yeah. Let me see if I have anything fun. Okay. Well, I have this. This is kind of a more fun thing. So I saw this thing on Twitter, and it shows a bunch of cartoon dads, and it tiers them.
Oh, I can do this.
By. Okay.
So how many dads are there?
So there's 5.
5?
And there's 4 groups. It says God tier, good tier, shit tier, unholy tier.
And are we rating them based off character or how they are as a father?
I don't know what they did.
Okay.
Would you like me to tell you?
Well, do you want me to guess it first?
I don't think you'd guess these.
All right, well, okay, name one of the dads and I'll tell you what tier they're in. And you said there's 4 tiers, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
that means one tier there's 2 dads in it.
There's 5 in every tier.
Oh, there's 5 in every tier.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a random one.
Thanos.
Thanos? That's bottom tier.
Unholy, yeah. Homer Simpson.
That's second to bottom.
Yeah, shit tier, yeah. Nigel Thornberry.
Ooh, who's that?
From the Wild Thornberries. Never mind, you won't know then. Goku.
Goku, top tier. Or second?
Shit tier.
Goku? Oh, yeah, he was kind of shitty.
Yeah, he just focused on him.
all the time.
Yeah, just focused on him.
I'm going to go train.
Yeah, he's just an MMA fighter.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's all he is.
That's true. So, yeah, my first thought was like, he saved his son a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Bob Belcher.
Bob Belcher. He's a good dad. He's the second to top.
God.
Okay.
And I agree. Like when you watch this show,
he's a great dad.
I follow this YouTube channel, Nerdstalgic.
Okay.
And they do a whole thing on like what makes Bob's Burgers so different from like Family Guy, like all these different because he is
the normal one.
It's funny, yeah, and where normally the dads are like the stupid, high-jinxed person, like he is the real and straight man of it all. And it's I don't know, it's very cool. I'll send it to you and I'll put it up.
I think Bob's Burgers is probably my favorite animated adult show.
It's very funny, yeah.
Because it has that chemistry where everyone else in the family is fucking crazy, but it's realistic. It's not like Family Guy where a baby's talking and he's shooting people and there's a talking dog. It's an actual chemistry that could happen.
Yeah.
All right, give me another one.
Hold on. I can't remember his... not Stu. I can't remember, but Jimmy Neutron's dad.
Oh, Jimbo. He's going to be bottom tier.
Apparently good tier.
Good tier.
I mean, he does...
He did not pay attention to his son.
But he does support...
Hey, Jimbo!
He does support his son in being who he is.
But he's another one of those dads that are like just absolutely...
outrageous, yeah. I don't know. I don't remember the show too much. Like, it's a really good show, but I can't, like... I imagine he probably has some good, like, feel-good moments, but I don't know.
So, does that mean Timmy Turner's dad's on there, too?
Correct.
He's got to be bottom tier.
Shit tier, second. Honestly, what's labeled unholy tier, there's only 2 that I know here.
Okay, so who's the next one that you know, other than Thanos?
The dad from Gumball.
Oh my god, that's such a good show. He is so funny.
Yeah,
that's the most funny, outrageous dad there is.
But apparently, he's a bad dad.
He is a bad dad. Have you seen that episode where, so I think he's a stay-at-home dad, right? And the wife works, and he's bringing Gumball and the fish, Darwin, to the grocery store. Like, oh, it's okay. Mom showed me how to use the card. You put it in this machine, it gives you free money. So he puts it in, gets cash, and he goes, "Shoo!" She puts the card back and takes out more money.
Who's that? The dad?
The dad.
That's funny. Okay, Mr. Incredible.
Good tier.
That's right. Second. What's his name? From King of the Hill.
Hank Hill.
Hank Hill, yep.
Hank Hill is top tier.
Good.
Good.
Well, when you break it down, sometimes he's uncomfortable and doesn't support Bobby.
That's true.
And then he comes around, but it's like sometimes he really doesn't.
God damn it, Bobby!
Yeah. Peter Griffin.
Bottom tier.
Shit, yeah.
Well, now it's the bottom tier.
Yeah, we'll be done with Unholy because I don't know any of them in there.
When you're done, I want to see.
Yeah. I've never seen the show, but Joe Bachman or Backman, I don't know. It's the horse.
Oh, Horse Jackman?
Yeah.
Or whatever. I haven't watched that.
Okay.
I have no idea.
He apparently is a shit dad.
Probably.
Okay, so there's...
How many left?
There's 5 left, and there's only God tier and good tier left.
God tier and good tier. Okay.
Yep, you have 1 good tier spot left, and 4 are in God. So almost everyone's in God.
So these are all good dads right now, pretty much.
Yeah, everyone, but there's...
All right, so give it to me random, and I'm going to...
the dad from... What's that show you and Micah like?
Steven Universe.
Yes, that
right,
dad.
don't tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But he's going to be God tier.
Don't tell you?
Don't. Okay, well, now I know he's good tier.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, don't tell me. Don't tell me, because I want to get them all, and then...
Okay. Hold on.
He's God tier.
Hold on. Okay. The professor dad from Powerpuff Girls.
Oof, I think he's going to be good tier. Can I hear all of the dads first, actually? Is that okay?
So you have him, you have Powerpuff, Steven Universe's dad, Goofy, Nemo's dad, and then the dad from Inside Out.
Inside Out dad's going to be good tier. Everyone else is the God tier.
Yeah.
That was too easy, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you. Wait, who was that second to last one you told me? Goofy, best dad.
Goofy's the number 1 out of them all.
Tell me God tier again.
God tier goes Professor from Powerpuff
this
Girls.
Is in order?
Yeah. Well, it's not like ranked.
Okay.
It's just Bob's Burgers, Steven Universe, Goofy, and Marlin.
Goofy and Marlin are up there above the Professor. Yeah. Wait, so
well, it's not like I sent it to you. Oh. It's not. Yeah, so I mean, I think one's like, I don't even know. One's like a god or something. I don't know. I don't know what the bottom right is.
The left one's an anime.
Yeah, I know that.
The right one is that.
It's like a video game, I think.
No, I think that's like an actual like Greek mythology.
Oh yeah, the right one. Yeah, that's what I mean. The one with like the helmet, I think, is like a video game.
Probably. Oh, I recognize that that guy in the good tier now.
Which one? Nigel?
Nigel, yeah.
Thornberry, yeah.
Because he was in, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We should make our own versions of these and try and get each other to figure out who's who.
Yeah. There's a good That's what I was
There's
gonna.
an app you can do that on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do when we did Scream, but.
Oh, rate the killers or something.
Yeah, but.
Because I've seen different YouTube channels do that where they rate. Who is it? One of them. The way he rates it, it's like.
Zack Cherry.
Zack Cherry, but it's like. Her liver's in the mailbox. It's like the mid tier.
Yeah, they're funny. Yeah, they're not just like medium level. Yeah.
I just think I think her liver's in the mailbox.
Did you hear? I think they found her liver in the mailbox.
He's good. I like Zack Cherry.
Yeah, I didn't. So I actually found this whole like, Twitter thing of like. People out an avenue of it of people who fucking hate him.
Really?
Yeah, who are like he's fucking obnoxious.
He has very good takes.
Terrible. That's what I thought, and they were like he has terrible takes. Blah 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 blah, and then showed, pointed out his because you know how when the movies come out he'll like go through and try and piece together and figure out who's the killer, who killed who. He did one for that last movie, and he got like a bunch of them wrong, and they were like, "He's a fucking idiot." Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "What the fuck? Why are people hating on this for like someone who's just trying to figure it out?" He's not someone who like openly is like, "I'm not wrong, I'm right." Like he literally opens with saying like, and other people were commenting this of like he openly opens the video with saying like,
"Yeah,
I didn't get it wrong." I messaged him once and asked, if I could interview him, and he said, "Yeah."
That's really, dude. He would be awesome, because he has way more knowledge of it than we do. You know
oh yeah,
like we talk about it as I would say like some high mid-level fans, but he is like pretty like he's up there.
Yeah, yeah. This was in
he's like
2020.
I think Scream is his thing.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of people who make Scream videos who just love horror, but Scream is his thing. Because I think he's the one that made the graphic for Who Killed Casey, right?
I'm not sure.
You know that video I'm talking about, where it has the layout of the house and it shows the ghost face chasing Casey on both sides of the house and who moves the boyfriend and who. It's a very good video. I don't know if he made it or if he just shared it.
Hold on. There's someone I found who makes custom like posters basically for Scream, and they're so cool. Okay, so it's Alex Newheddle. Super sick. 2 minutes.
Yeah, so he made this animated thing where it shows
Yes. Of the very first scene, of like how they could have done it. Yeah.
Can we should add the link to this video.
Yeah,
but I can't believe that was only 2 years ago. Oh my god, I would love to see the movie theater scene with that kind of chase where you can see it overhead. I wonder where he's from.
Who?
I bet he's like a Midwest guy.
I don't know.
Did you send me these posters?
They're all really cool, and like some people have like used them.
I like that shiny stab mask.
Oh yeah. Oh, because he made that like, trying to interpret.
Wonder what this looks like. I don't know if you can see it.
One.
That looks like the
missed call.
One missed call. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but yeah, this app, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's kind of hard seeing like Scream really blow up and everyone loving it, and like the fan base being so much more vocal.
It's always been a big.
It's been very big, but like never like united. Everyone just kind of held their love for it to themselves. So it never like blew up, but it was never like what it is right now, and how everyone loves Scream and everyone's like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. When like growing up, like me and Ashley were like really on the outside from people of like, anytime people would say favorite movies, like I would say Scream, and people are like, "What the why?" Mm-hmm. And now it's like, oh, everyone loves this shit, and that's my biggest struggle is when something I love before it blows up, then gets super popular. I have such a hard time continuing to root for it because then I'm like. Feel not betrayed, but like I don't know. I hate that. Like
I have the same exact feeling.
I feel like I'm just joining a bandwagon when I'm like I've been here.
You hitch the wagon onto the truck.
Yeah,
dude, I have the same feeling.
I hate it. It sucks.
I have the same feeling. It's like a loyalty thing where it's like, oh, they're paying homage to these new fans, but not me.
No, I don't feel like that. I just hate. I hate the new people. I hate the like.
See, that's how I feel.
You're slow to the show, man. Like, don't try and rep.
Joanna's friends.
Yeah, I'm like, don't try and represent right now. Like, I've been here since day one, since the beginning. You're jumping on board. We're not the same.
That's me. That's me with Joanna's fans.
But,
like, dude, I'm day one.
Yeah,
you don't know shit.
It's like it's the exact same thing that happened with like Russ or Jack Harlow. Like before they like. Blew up. Obviously, they were having quite a bit of success when I like found their music, but like a year or so after I found them, or plus, then they really blew. And like I've had such struggle like with Russ's music sometimes, where I'm like, I can't fucking listen to that. Everyone fucking loves it. Like and then I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? Grow up. But it's so difficult to see something you love and like it's your secret. And then everyone knows about it. And you're like, fuck. Like, all you can do is just be happy about it.
There's got to be some kind of word for this. There's got to be a word for this where it's like...
You're a jealous fan. That's all it is.
I don't know if it's jealous.
You hate sharing.
I just think that you want credit for... Because
first off, identifying the...
First off, you've never found a rapper. Can we
No,
can we start? You're not Dr. Dre.
No,
you never
I'm
found
not saying
Russ.
that.
You never found Jack Harlow.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like before it was radio play, before it was massive, where like before Donald Glover got like all these ability to create shows and all that, like we were saying like, oh, he's so talented. Everyone was like, he's not that fucking cool. He's not that talented.
See,
and now everyone's like, oh my god.
It would have been one thing. When we had McAfee on, we posted that, it blew up. He had now he has 1 million subscribers. Like all this, then you found a rapper.
I'm not saying I found them. I'm not saying I found them.
You did. You said it just a few minutes ago.
No,
I found them.
No, I meant like when I found them, when I got their attention.
So you did find them. You got their attention.
When I got the attention of them, when it was like a few other thousand people would really listen to it.
I think they had more than a few thousand.
A couple, but whatever. But that is a good question. Is like,
what's the earliest you think you've gotten on a not a bandwagon, but the earliest you've been a fan of someone that
I'm not sure. Yeah, I genuinely don't know. Because I've always had the real struggle with it. So like, soon as it gets really big,
you drop off.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, everyone loves that, and I don't want to be like, I don't want to like root for it, and then people see it and be like, oh, look at he's jumping on the bandwagon. And then you have to like be like, what? No, you know. But I don't know.
Only do what you can do. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to do these tiers. We need to come up with a couple different sections. Like I think it would be not to do anything obvious. Like let's not just do like scary movie tiers. Like we got to do something like the dads. Mm-hmm. Like one would be for like worst sidekicks. That was good.
That was weird because you said worst, I said best, but we both went sidekicks.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Well, technically we're both right because you had to do the best and the worst. So
yeah,
I think sidekicks would be a good one.
Yeah. Now, are we gonna?
How about fake sports teams?
What?
Fake sports teams like the Mighty Ducks.
That's tough because then you're going like out of sport, like you're trying to jump team, you know, like inner sports things. Like it's hard to compare like a football, especially a fake football. Like
what about like?
It's hard to compare The Rock's Mustangs from the Gridiron Gang to the like.
What about coaches? Just like movie and TV show coaches.
I don't think there's like enough that are like
there's not
so
enough
big.
Bad coaches, yeah.
You'd have to pick like Varsity Blues coach.
You probably have to.
And then like
you have to go to JUCO for
but those are like real.
Yeah, last chance.
So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Have you seen that dude's TikTok?
I did see
Oh
one.
my god, he's fucking crazy.
I saw his Twitter because he'll do like a Twitter show.
Dude,
I get roped into
insane
watching
still.
like 10 minutes of his live.
Dude, and he just like he is exactly the fucking same on the field as he is
Yeah.
on fucking TikTok.
Yeah, it's very funny.
He was like, "You sorry sack piece of a motherfucker." It's
Yeah.
like, dude, you're yelling at your dog.
You're a bum. You're a bum.
You're a bum, dog.
I think he was talking about like Lamar or someone. I can't remember who he was talking about, but he was doing that. He was like, "You're a fucking bum." Blah 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 blah. I was like, "Dude, your poster of you from Netflix is in the back. What are you doing?
You're
Like,
a bum, dude.
Stop."
Dude, go smoke your cigar.
Oh,
Get lost. I'm surprised. Do you know who played for him? LeGarrette Blount. I'm surprised he like.
it seems like a guy who would love him.
Do you think LeGarrette Blount would love?
Yeah, I think he
I
would.
do
I think
not
it would
think so.
be. He seems like a guy who like. It takes like at first you're very apprehensive and you're like, "What the fuck this guy," but then I think like there is a lot of love in his anger and hatred. So once you're able to like identify that and see past like how he talks to you, then you respect it. And I think LeGarrette Blount, like he's a guy who's openly been like, "Yeah, I had struggles in life," and did help him get to his dreams. So I think he probably was able to like identify it and understand like he's being 100% real with me. Like he's not
Well, like
bullshitting
LeGarrette
me.
Blount was like what 6'5", 240 pounds.
Yeah, it's also
I'm
not
sure
like a
you're not,
shock
like-
he was going back to call.
Yeah.
Back to
Like
yeah.
I don't like he know like without him, LeGarrette Blount still would end up like. First
Probably.
off, can we talk about like LeGarrette Blount could have been one of the best running backs ever, if his career panned out, like, you know, like when he was with the Patriots and the Eagles and, when he was with the Eagles before the Patriots too, right?
No.
Well, either way,
It's with the Bucks.
the Bucks. That's it.
The Bucks.
If his career could have been shaped very differently if he didn't go to JUCO, if he stayed in D1. Because he was unstoppable. Dude,
Did you watch any more FlemloRap stuff?
Who?
FlemloRap when I came in your room the other day?
Oh no, I just listen. I just listen
Oh.
to stuff while I play.
Oh, he does like in-depth stories. Not stories, but like background on the people. He has some really
Yeah, no,
good
he shouts out all of his videos every 10 seconds. Like, no, his video was good, but like,
What were you
he would
watching?
talk about one person and then say, and I have a full video that'll be linked in the bottom.
What
and then
were you
go on-
watching?
It was like best quarterbacks from every round or something.
Oh, see, that's not even like what his channel's about.
I don't know. It was just on my suggested. I didn't like go out of my way to find this guy.
No, see, watch one of his like.
I didn't want to listen to like a podcast, so I put that on.
No, his stuff is. Like what happened to Andrew Luck, but it's
Yeah.
like actually he does so much research. Some real like he has one story of.
These posters are cool. Sorry.
The guy who lied his way to a practice squad.
Well, that's like you know, Pat McAfee lied that he could hold.
Okay.
You never heard that?
I don't
He goes to
know.
the Colts. What do you call it? The
Training camp,
not training camp,
practice squad.
at the combine. He went to the combine. They say, "Oh, have you ever held?" "Yeah, I used to hold all the time."
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Never held once. And Vinatieri was gonna rip his head off.
Yeah. But yeah, look into some of his stuff tonight because he has tons of guys who you know like DeAnthony Thomas and like
Oh yeah.
goes really in depth. Like he does a few about Josh Gordon and like just
He's killing it in the XFL, by the way.
yeah, he is. I'm very happy.
Oh, in the NFL is bring back 0.
Yeah, I did see that.
That's gonna. I would rather a double 0. I think. I think that would look good for like an Atlanta Falcons. Like I hate the Atlanta Falcons jerseys. Or even the the Rams numbers are huge.
Yeah, but yeah.
Who's gonna be the first player to rep 0? Like who's gonna be like the big one?
It was already Calvin Ridley already did it.
No, like now.
I don't know. I think it'll be just like a DB wide receiver thing.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Yeah.
I bet it's gonna be DBs, receivers, quarterbacks, and running backs.
Quarterbacks? I don't think a quarterback.
I don't think any quarterbacks will. But
No.
that's
yeah,
a very
yeah. There'll be like a veteran running back who's like out of his prime.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Yeah. Well, this one was wave.
Yeah,
of
it
emotions.
kind of jumped up and down.
Yeah.
But we have to make some tiers. So when we make these tiers, do you want to do like 5 in each, and we'll use the same people?
Yeah. We'll figure it out. All right.